Wow, Shlava, lava, dig dog. Here we go on the second day. And basically what this is a disorientation. This is going to be another free one for you so we can make sure everyone knows what's going on and we can give you all your critical web addresses, show you how everything works, where to go, and yada, yada, yada. So welcome to it. We're on everywhere we're going to be on at.
Yep, so far so good. I got to add a few things to get TikTok up and running, but Instagram, Facebook. I didn't get the Dog and Joe podcast YouTube yet because it was still dinking around with that 5-minute deal. But my YouTube, my Twitch, everything's good to go. We're even on our website too, dogandjoepodcast.com.
And again, thank you for everyone that chimed in yesterday, even though it was a little annoying talking about Joe's microphone being down. Now, maybe, Joe, if you can just take it down, maybe a tick, just very slightly. You're just a wee bit loud. Just a tick.
How about that?
Oh, you sound sexy.
Yeah,
I think
good
we'll
to
go
bro.
with that.
Okay, cool.
First and foremost, thank you to everybody that chimed in and watched yesterday. It's amazing, and I told Joe, and we're going to be honest with you about all kinds of shit that we talk about and do, because I got to be careful with saying this. We work for you, but we're not going to show up and change your oil. You know, we're not going to show up and paint your house. We're not going to weed eat. You want us to service your wife. You want me to. Okay. You know, there's going to be all kinds of different tips and donations and side curricular things that we can do for you. But when I say we work for you, that doesn't mean you've got a direct line that you pick up. You're like, hey, dog, you're not going to believe this. I just dropped a bunch of dog food in the garage. I need you and Joe to come by and sweep it up. Hey. No. But we are doing this for you, so we greatly appreciate you showing up to watch these, to participate, to subscribe, to buy the merchandise. But what I want to tell you is we're going to be very, very honest with how this process works, and we want you to be part of it. So thank you so much. Yesterday on Facebook, I'd have to check again to get the latest analytics. I think we were at 12,600 people watched yesterday's live stream on Facebook.
Wow, cool, man.
It might be over 18 now because it takes a while to kind of go up and down. And I'm doing my damnedest. I told Joe, we have to find a way to monetize in some way Facebook, because that's our biggest platform. It's where we put all our time, and it really is incredible. And hopefully there's people out there that do business, that advertise, that listen to this. Our Facebook's really big, and to Joe and I's dismay, we don't know how, but a lot of people are on it. And I told Joe, my God, if we can get all the people that checked out this free one yesterday to subscribe, or even to give us a damn $1, we're done. We'll retire with doing this podcast, and we'll do it for you daily. Hell, we'll go 8 days a week for $2.99 if we could find a way to monetize that Facebook. So again, the moreover is thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. I'm overwhelmed by it. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, man. It's really cool.
It's crazy. And I don't know how many people, I've seen a lot of people that say, one woman, she said, here's the thing. She goes, I absolutely am a podcast junkie, but I've never, ever paid to subscribe to one until you guys. And she's also the woman that asked for a V-neck in the merchandise store, which we're going to call Dog and Joe's Outpost. Okay, we're going to steal Miller's Thunder from the old days, and we'll refer to it as Dog and Joe's Outpost. She chimed in and said, hey, what about a V-neck? Well, there's one up there. Okay, so all you got to do is go to dogandjoepodcast.com, like the flag there says. Click on any piece of merchandise, and then you can go into our store and see everything that's updated. So just click on anything where the shirts are in the webpage, and it'll take you into our store. And we're going to put all kinds of stuff in there and remove stuff, and it's going to come and it's going to go, and we'll try to keep you updated. But I thought it was really great that she did subscribe, and first time she's ever done it. So, and she listens to podcasts, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are on all channels now. Now I got us going on TikTok as well. So whichever platform you enjoy watching on the most, you can go to it and check it out.
For now.
For now.
And something else I want to talk about too. There's another subscription. Thank you. a guy said, hey, there's millions of podcasts out there, and I don't have to pay for any of them. I don't have his name in front of me, but he said, what's up with that? And I wrote back to him. You can see this comment in Facebook. It's simple, okay? The reason people can give you a free podcast is they're selling something, like merchandise or a book or a purse or whatever. They're making money by selling you something that way. Someone's paying them to be on that platform, okay? Or they have a sponsor or advertiser that is getting lots of love on the podcast for them to do it, or they're stupid. And they're doing it for free. There's only 4 options. But the guy wanted to know why he had to pay for ours when there's so many out there that are for free. And it's because
it costs money to do this in the first place.
Yes. And all these services and all these things that we've rolled out, you know, and I think I mentioned it yesterday briefly, you know, if this turns into a bunch of work and there's no money coming in to make it somewhat feasible, we can shut this all down. You know, it's fairly easy to turn it off, and we did this by design. Joe and I talked about, like, we're like, do we drop like 3,500 and build a, you know, a nice website? And do we do all this? And we're like, no.
And that's exactly what it costs too.
Yeah, we're like, we don't know if this is going to work. So let's do it a different way and let's see what happens. And we love doing it for you, but I just got to be honest with you. Me and Joe can run around, I guess, in his backyard or my backyard with fucking walkie-talkies, and we can play with each other, you know what I mean, or coffee cup and string, and, you know, we can do that for 10 minutes a day, but there's got to be some juice in this damn lemon or orange if we're going to squeeze it every day, and I hope you understand that, and I think you do, because you're Americans, okay?
I think so, yeah.
So,
but if you don't pay for a podcast from one of the shows that you're watching, you'll always hear them say, hit that subscribe button. Or if you are a fan of this show and you would like to see it do better, visit my Patreon. I mean, they're collecting money somehow, some way. There's always a way, because you can't afford to do it for free.
No.
There's just, unless you're rich, I guess.
Well, and then there's some people, too. There's this guy I watch. He you're going to think this is really dorky, but there's this guy I watch. He tests axes out. Like all these different axe companies, they send him axes, and he goes out to his barn, and he chops wood. I love chopping wood, and I don't know why. And I like axes.
He's an axe tester, is he? All right.
Yeah, he's a bad axe. And they send him axes. And he's like, oh, look, the new one came in. We're going to take it out today. I think that he kind of enjoys it, and he's getting free shit. So he might not be making money, but there's a lot of people on his site. So he is getting crumbs. Because, you know, the more views you get, the more listens, the more shares, the more clicks. That all does add up, but not in the term of make rent, make car payment, feed tri-tip and bourbon habit, you know. And
right.
It takes time to build these things. So that's why we're doing it, and we're extremely appreciative. And we thank everyone. And all through the night, subscriptions came in. People were buying the merch.
That was cool to see. I mean, I appreciate that so much, you guys. Are you kidding me? That is neat.
We had someone on Patreon give us some money, you know, and we're on all these new sites. So hopefully it all adds up, and hopefully we can keep going. And we thank you. Like, truly. And we promise once we get past this initiation and giving you some details about how it's all going to work, because we want to bring people in from Facebook and all of our socials, because that helps pay our bills. Once we get to the subscription, doing the content, we really hope that it's worth it for you. And we're going to try. And we're going to have different videos. And we're going to have different stuff for you. Are we, in fact, live on Instagram?
We are, in fact, live on Instagram.
Okay. Good. I'd hate to put a flag up if it was a lie.
No, I'm watching them join, and I've got Instagram and TikTok comments going on my end. If you can get Facebook on yours, and then I can cover Twitch and YouTube as well. So we can get comments from every single person right now, which I think is because Facebook's comments fill up fast.
Yeah, they do, and I'm on them.
Yeah.
And this is great. So, you know, Joe, I can't see you. So if you're going to, you know, flash your tits or whatever, I'm not going to see them.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook right now. Joe used to do that quite a bit, and I liked it.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Back when we used to make a lot of money on the radio program, Joe would do that because I'd tip him.
You're an idiot.
Just know now, if you show them to me, I can't put $1.
You're
Can't put $1.
stupid.
But James, have a great day, guys. Thank you. Nicholas says she needs stickers, large ones. They're coming.
Okay.
They're coming.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We can do that for sure.
What's up with the hats? I ordered one yesterday, and hang on here. There's a lot coming in. I got canceled because there was no stock. Okay.
Oh, so they were out then.
Well, I don't think it was because everyone bought them. Here's the thing. This is a third-party provider, and it's really, really key that you do let us know when these things happen, so we know about it, because then we'll pick another hat and we'll replace it. Again, we're using a third-party person. This is just us throwing a logo on these things. Hopefully you like them. We make a little bit of money. They ship it. If there's a hole in it, you want to return it, you're dealing with them. So let us know when there's a problem with the site. But if the shirt shows up and it's got something that looks like DNA on it, it's not Joe's. It's not mine. Don't call us. Just send it right on back to where it came from.
Ew, disgusting. These things that you'll see on the screen when they come up too, man, you can click on them, and they're links as well. And I'm going to put the Facebook link in there too, and we'll put like the YouTube link in there, and we can link our website as well. So if you see them pop up on there and you've got your mouse or your finger, if you're watching on your phone or what have you, you can click it and it should take you right to the actual site, which is kind of cool.
Thank you very much, guys. Lots of people chiming in now, or a few. The hat got canceled yesterday after multiple orders. So what I'll do today, or what we'll do, is we'll go in and we'll do a new hat selection and offer a new hat to you. And that'll be in the store. When you go to our website, dogandjoepodcast.com, click on any piece of merchandise, and that'll take you into the store. When you click on it, that doesn't mean you're going to buy that thing. It just lets you in. I wish it worked differently, but it doesn't. But a lot of people are saying their hats got canceled. We'll fix it. And again,
do you know why, by any chance, that it got canceled? Do you know what the reason would be, or?
Who knows? The truck could have flipped over. The plant could have caught on fire in Indonesia.
Sure.
I don't know, but there's nothing in that bucket to give people. So I'll go to a new bucket and we'll take care of you.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Very cool.
Let's see here. Start sending Joe out to do chores for listeners in one of those sexy leopard print bikinis. Okay.
What sort of chores? I mean, gardening and I mean, if I got to do a lot of bend over and things of that nature, that might not work. But if I'm just going to like wash a car, maybe your windows, you want to have your windows or your screens cleaned, I could do that.
I think it's simply called Joe's Pin Picker-Upper Service. And all you do is you're going to people's offices, to their desks, and you're just picking up pins all day long. And, oh, whoops, the cup fell off, Joe. Can you grab me that number 2 pencil? And
in someone's offices.
Well, I don't know where people work.
That's going to get people fired.
Or fired up.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's so stupid. You're dumb.
Max Williamson, will there be a Dana or Prince Albert appearance?
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, there will.
Yeah.
And I know lots of people ask about Dana. We love Dana.
Yes,
I was on the phone with her yesterday, and believe this or not, Dana's services will probably be freelanced because we might need a little bit of help. And
we will need a little bit of help.
Yeah, Dana's going to do some behind the scenes for us, and I would love to have her on. She's back doing, I think she's working for a TV company right now.
She is working for, it's Fox 40. It's the same one Prince Albert's working for. They both work there.
That is right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's absolutely right. That is true.
Yeah.
Once you said that, yeah. So, I have no problem. We saw Prince Albert, PA, out at Swabby's a while back.
That was really good to see him, wasn't it? I mean, that was great.
Yeah.
Getting to visit with him for a little bit.
Yeah, he showed up. You need buttons, coffee cups, travel mugs too. Yes, all those things are coming. We're going to have koozies.
Do you guys really want coffee mugs? Because I feel like everyone has a coffee mug. I mean, if it's something that you want, I mean, tell them your idea about well, maybe not, because then somebody might steal it. But Dog's got actually a pretty good idea for this coffee mug.
Well, it's not my original concept. Someone had a coffee mug one time with a logo inside on the bottom, and I like that. And I can't show you because there's water in here. But on the inside, as you're looking in your cup, would be the round logo. And that's what I want to do. There's a lot of cups out there that have done that, but I thought, hey, that's a cool one. But that's a normal mug. I think people want travel mugs too. So yes, and koozies and the shake weight. Joe has said, hey, I think a lot of people would love the logo on the bottom of the shake weight. So when they're exercising, they can promote the show, and they're like, hey, look at my right forearm, and the
I wish you would have shared this with me before we began today, because I could have got mine right out of the room. I mean, it's in my exercise room right now. That's where these babies are coming from. That's a shake weight bicep. I'm not kidding, really.
Okay, there's a lot of people that are chiming in on different platforms that I've already answered questions to that want to chime in now.
Okay.
Graham, I've actually addressed that question, and we just addressed it before you asked. Story time about Debbie and your show ending, please. Wesley wants to hear that. You're going to have to subscribe to get all the details, because that's going to come in the legit real episode between 1, 2, and 3. Shows 1, 2, or 3, we're going to dive in and talk about.
We'll tell you about that.
I Hate Radio, because it's going to be a 2 to 3 to 4 20-part series. We were fired.
If you want to know the truth to it all, I mean, we'll just. It's not like we're going to be bagging on the company or anything. We'll just tell you the truth to it. I mean, honestly, that's how that's going to work. And any question you ask, I will not lie about anything ever.
The company is going to think that we're bagging on them, but we're going to be giving you the truth. So if that's the kind of house you want to keep, well, you got to be careful when company comes over. Because other people are going to see it. You let someone in to see how you live. Well, once they leave, they can share those stories with others. So you got to be careful how you operate your business, or keep your kitchen clean.
Especially when they wait the full 5 months to follow all the rules, which we did.
Yeah.
I mean, we waited. I was obviously on doing some game streams and stuff a little bit earlier, but that's because I signed my severance before Dog did. So I got released. Well, it was right about a month. It was about a month before you were able to get done with yours. Yeah.
Someone says here, Dog, can you do it again? Okay. Yes. Not not as big of a fan of Eminem as I am of Van Halen, but again, to quote Without Me, yes, we just settled all our lawsuits. Fuck you, Debbie. So when you hear that name, you're welcome, Adam. When you hear that name, no, we're referring to I Hate Radio, our ex-employer. Will live video only be on the website? Possibly, until we get clearance and we get ability to put it on all the platforms. Yes, your main source of entry, and we wish that you would just come to our website and you can watch it daily. $2.99 is the subscription fee. Yes, dogandjoepodcast.com. And we'd like to keep you there, but it's
on there right now. You can go there right now and watch it.
Yeah, yesterday's. It's there waiting for you.
Right.
And today's.
Yeah, today's is as well.
Let's see here. I can't wait for the summer collection. The guy says here the patch on the hat was too small for me.
Okay, you want a bigger patch on the hat? Tell us that kind of stuff for sure.
Yeah, and again, don't get picky. Okay, we're not clothing retailers. I want to make sure that people understand we're trying to help you out. We're trying to make a little money and give you stuff that you like. But again, we're not in the fashion industry. Joe and I don't go to a textile and start cranking out clothing when we wrap up with these podcasts. So keep that in mind. We're trying to do everything we can to keep you guys happy and make a little bit of money, but give you stuff that you're going to like. So if we get it wrong, let us know, but don't get too carried away with it.
Or get carried away with it, and we'll try to appease you. I mean, you already got a hoodie up.
Yeah.
You did that quickly. That was pretty fast.
But according to that Mr. Mello guy, the logo might be too small.
On the hoodie?
Well, I don't know. How big do you need our name on you? You know, and that's the thing. Today I designed the V-neck because
Well, big.
a woman asked for it, and I'm like, I don't want to put a round circle on a V-neck shirt, so I put the logo on the back of the shirt, so the V was there to accent the cleavage. And you don't put a logo under cleavage. Cleavage is the star of the show. That's the billboard. Okay, that's the hamburger. All right, the French fries go in the back. The shake goes in the back. Okay, so that's why I did that.
You're an idiot.
But if you want the logos placed around, tell us. And one hoodie, I like little logo on front. I don't like big stuff on my chest, especially T-shirt with a big logo on it. In the summertime, you sweat and it sticks to you, and it's just, I don't know. I don't like logos.
This isn't for you, though. This is for them.
I know it is.
So you try to remember that, Buster, okay?
And let us know if there's something special. You want a logo on the sleeve? Hell, I don't know. Let us know. Wade says, call it swag. No, that's not that. It's called merchandise. It's called clothing, okay? It's called gear. It's called apparel. I will not use the word swag.
Why, you don't like that word?
I hate, you know me. I hate that word, and I hate douchebag. I've just never.
Why don't you like hoodie? What's wrong with that?
That's stupid. It's not.
You got a thing against hoodie, too. That's what they're called, bro. They're called hoodies.
Okay, so let's go back to SNL with Adam Sandler. Did he sing a song called Red Hooded Hoodie? Or did he call it Red Hooded Sweatshirt? You know, it's a red hooded sweatshirt. It's a hooded sweatshirt. I don't know. It's just, hoodie just sounds, I don't like it.
Get with the times, man. Come on.
I've told you that. We've talked about hoodies before.
Oh, that's good. They all work now. Okay.
Yeah, I got comments. Everything's going. We're not going to keep you guys too long today. Yesterday we went for about an hour and a half, and Joe had to pay for that uploading all that garbage. So we are going to keep it short. I got a list here, Joe, and I'm going to click off the comments for just a second and go back so I can see you. There you go.
Go right ahead, bro.
The other thing, not to mention technical and things that you want, but yesterday, thank you for alerting us that Joe's microphone was off. My wife watched this, and she alerted me that my back drape, which is actually a shower curtain, she said, that looks tacky. It looks awful because there's wrinkles in it. And someone else in the comments said the same thing.
You got to get it wet and put it in the dryer.
It's nylon. It's a shower curtain.
That's right.
If you let it hang, it'll eventually come out. But there's stuff behind here. There's pictures and things that are making it bulge. I am gonna move it.
There's something back there making it bulge, huh? Well,
every piece of backdrop or paint or stuff I've got's got a big old lump in it. I don't know why all my materials got big old lumps in it. No, there's stuff behind here that's making it difficult. And again, like you see a booger, you're like, oh my God, dog, your fly's undone. Or how come your ham's up on the let us know if something's wrong. I think Joe's screen, that's why I drove to Joe's house 2 days ago. All these are two $10.50 gray shower curtains. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? If we light this right, which we're not, well.
Why don't you tell the real truth? My studio is so kick-ass, and you couldn't really get yours to look as good as mine. So we went with a blank backdrop so that I wouldn't show you up every time we come on, because I had a fireplace burning in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some planetary things up there. I mean, I got an ancient rocking chair in the background now. All kinds of real cool stuff in here.
I love that you want to really just start getting to the butthole of truth. You want to just burn it in. Okay, let's get to the truth. I didn't want people to call you Lamont and me Mr. Sanford. That's why I went and got these $10.50 Target shower curtains, all right? It looked like Sanford and Son. And
you idiot.
The lighting was all crazy, and so we went up to Joe's house, and we hung this one for him. I think Joe's
I like my lighting this time. I think it looks a lot better than it did the last time, to be honest with you.
No, it does. You look great. In fact, don't mess with it. See, you always mess with stuff. That looks good. It really does. You're not quite centered, but it looks great.
That's what I was trying to fix, but thank you.
and mine has still got wrinkles in it. So when you see those things, please let us know, because we want it to look good, and we will get the color kind of close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna get matching. I should have, while you were over here, and I completely forgot to do that. I had the other webcam that you should have taken home with you, so we could have had the exact same webcams. But I think I found a couple of better ones that I like online that I think we should get.
People are putting in comments that they love the camera and they love the audio. Really, I've seen a lot of comments, so I think it may look better.
I want to know if this is one of my bosses right here. This could be Mo. This could be one of my bosses at Amco. And I got to tell you, he said he hasn't, because he was telling me the other day he hasn't got to listen to us since we were on 98 Rock, because the other station wouldn't come in up there in Auburn. Yeah. So he missed it for a long, long time. And I just want to say, hey, dude, what's up? I'll be at
What's
work
up, Mo? What's up?
You'll like him. He's cool.
So when you see things, you hear glitches or whatever, let us know, because we may not catch them. And we want this to look good for you, and we want it to sound good. So if you hear technical things, if you're having trouble getting onto a platform or something's not working, a lot of people yesterday were saying the website wasn't working for them, and they were putting the link in, but every time I clicked it, it worked. So make sure that everything's updated. Whether you're going to use your tablet, you're going to use your laptop, your phone, make sure you got the latest iOS, the latest update, and you shouldn't have any problems. And that may have been the case.
Yeah, hopefully it's working on, I mean, I'm seeing things come in from everywhere. Victoria Potter on TikTok said that she can't really hear your microphone, but that might be something on you, because I got you loud and clear coming through on every other channel.
Yeah, and I have seen no comments. I don't want to mess with anything, because I think that may be a user or platform issue.
Hey, we got Joey from J.R. Putman saying hi.
Joey, J.R. Putman.
Yeah.
We love J.R. Putman.
We do. That's who came over and fixed my air conditioning. I love it. What's up, brother?
Mine. Yeah. And again, for J.R. Putman, make sure you run up there, knock on the boss's door. There's probably a good chance that the three of us will do plumbing and heating and air conditioning dancing again. And J.R. Putman, we'd love to have you back on. They did a bunch of great stuff for us, as we did for them.
We would.
And, I mean, you can't have a good AC heater, all that stuff. You got to have somebody that knows what they're doing in this area that you can call and they come out, because AC problems in the valley, common. You know what I mean? And if you don't have someone that's in cahoots with you, the phone's going to ring. It's going to, yeah.
I know what you mean. I'm in the J.R. Putman Club.
Oh, that's right. You are.
Yes, I am. And they come by and give you free checks for your heater, for your air conditioning. They just come by to make sure it's working good, which mine is, luckily. So that's cool.
Yeah. So thank you again. Hat tip to J.R. Putman, everyone over there. You guys do an amazing job. I hate to throw this out there, but I'm gonna, because this guy, he said this today. He said, hey, I'm really excited that you guys are back. I am going to subscribe. But he asked about what kind of content. He goes, are you guys going to step it up? And one thing he mentioned was, I would really love to hear interviews. So
we're going to do those.
You can see this reply in Facebook. I told him, I said, hey, who do you want to hear us interrogate? Interview. And I hope he comments back. So this portion here, what do you want from us? Because we're going to do the show that we've always done, but chime in, send us an email, get on Facebook or any of the platforms and talk to us. Do you want, everyone always wants more comedy. We're a little hard pressed there, but
you may never get that.
Yeah. Do you want more behind the scene videos? Do you want more of an OnlyFans type thing? Do you want more interviews? Do you want rock and roll stories? I can talk about anything. Love cars, love cooking. But kind of tell us, what kind of stuff do you want to see, or what do you want to hear about? And again, we are going to have, too, coming up soon, a phone number. So when we go live, you'll be able to check in live. And when we're podcasting, meaning recorded, you're still going to have a message phone. And we can play those messages kind of like we did over at the other place. So we want to make sure that we're giving you what you're paying so much for, but we want you to like it. And give us some stuff that you'd like to hear us talk about, And
Also, when we get a few more people on, maybe for some of our bigger subscriber amounts, maybe like 1,000 or 5,000 or what have you, we can put that person in the podcast. So we can send them a link over and you can join us and say hello, and we can have you on for a little. Maybe you win a prize, you get to come on and do 5 minutes with us or something like that, which would be a lot of fun.
I'll just cut to the chase and cut the shit. I mean, why wait for the 1,000th subscriber? Why doesn't one subscriber right now just get on and donate 1,000? And we'll send you a link right now. We'll put you on the podcast.
I'm talking about the 1,000th
I know.
subscriber.
Yeah, I'm talking about $1,000. Make that donation now. We don't have to wait to reach that milestone. You cut the check, it clears, it goes through all our e-commerce crap, and you're on. There's 3 screens here that you're watching, and there's the guy or girl that donated $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
It's exciting, right?
Bud Lee Green would like to hear from that sweet realtor, whatever his name is, that sweet janky.
Sweet James, and it's not a
James.
realtor. It's a law office.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I don't know. You sweet something, you know.
I told you that yesterday. I said it's an attorney office.
Well, I forgot already.
Anthony says it'd be awesome to have a Van Halen segment when we get into full-blown subscription. There's a great Van Halen story and a somewhat local friend of mine connection. And this is, if you're a Van Halen fan, I can't wait to share this. And it'll be short, but it's really, really cool. And if you're an uber guitar player, fan of Van Halen, Marshall fan of the tech and the amplifier business and kind of more of the backdrop of rock and roll and guitar gods and the equipment they use, you're going to love this story. And it all attaches to a high school friend of mine. It's really cool.
It is kind of cool, actually. It's weird how that all played out, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I want to get the guy that this thing happened to on the podcast, and hopefully he can show more photos and some video and stuff, but it's pretty cool. Robert Janis says, 5 minutes for every $1,000 donation. Okay, I think he's talking about airtime. Robert Janis.
That's 100% you can have that.
Yeah, you started it. Now do it. Okay? Rob Janis, you want 5 minutes on the podcast with us? You got $1,000? You're on. Okay? Make sure the check clears, and we'll put you on for 5 minutes. Hell, we'll go 10.
Are you... Did you answer Michelle Beal earlier? Poor little thing is having such a hard time with this. Just let me help her out just real quick. Michelle, if you just go to the website where you subscribe to us, here, let me put it up for you so you can see it. You should be able to see this, honey, anywhere. What you're watching on the podcast right now is the podcast. This is it. So the fact that you're commenting on Instagram, you're seeing it, and you're watching it. This is what the podcast is. Again,
too, we don't know how updated you are. We don't know if all these platforms always work. We just assume. So your best bet in the meantime
is to go right where I just showed you this thing.
Yeah. Go to Facebook. That's going to be our main social, and dogandjoepodcast.com. And then we're going to split you out from there. And this is before Joe and I clicked live today to go on and do this. I told Joe, I said, hey, you got to realize, I know people know and think I'm an idiot when it comes to technology, and I am. You're
getting better, though. You taught me how to put a link in my resume, and I'm forever grateful for that. He did. I got a hot link in my resume. It's bitching, dude. You have no idea the callbacks I'm getting from just having that in there.
I am on the verge of becoming, what's that guy's name? Anonymous or whatever? That hacker or what? Joe was trying to level me up like I'm anonymous or something because I showed him how to put a hot link in his resume that linked him to a Google Drive.
Most people don't have that. It's bitching.
Well,
it's really cool. They send it in their cover letter. They don't have it in their resume. I like it. Mine's got all kind of cool designs in there and everything else. I got a real pimp resume.
And I'll tell you this, wife helped me with that part of it. I mean, I know how to do all the stuff, but when it comes down to doing it it either pisses me off to no point or I really don't know how to do it. And some of it I don't want to do, but I'm an idiot. And what I was telling Joe is there's lots of people out there. This podcast thing, because we've been on the radio for so long, it's new to a lot of people. And navigating all this shit, it's with all the technology and how easy it is, why is this even? You remember back in the day, everything was supposed to be a thumbprint. I mean, we're still using codes, and the whole thing was you put your thumb on Apple. Like 10 years ago, they had a phone. You went with your thumb, and it was supposed to let you in everywhere. Now they want facial recognition, 6-digit authentication. It's so stupid, the hoops that they make you jump through. It's the technology is getting better, but it's getting harder and harder to access it and to use it easily. So
we have backgrounds coming, Steph. And yes, we are wearing pants today. Where are those, by the way? You said they was going to be here.
No. I never said they were going to be here. I showed you what they look like, and now we're going to try to get one with the logo, and that's what I'm working on now. And there's a new one I want to show you today, too.
Just order them ones you showed me. I like that.
Yeah, and
it lights up. It's bitching. I want it quickly.
Yeah, we're going to have these
We just got this, so it's the matching, you know?
Yeah, and we're going to have lights back here, and it'll get better, I promise.
This is not a Rayleigh's paper bag, by the way. Someone asked me that. Are those Rayleigh's bags behind you? I mean, thanks. You know,
mine looks like that. No, God damn it. With pride, we'll tell you again. These are $10.50 shower curtains from Target. How dare you? How dare you say these are Rayleigh's shopping bags?
What's wrong with you? Rayleigh's paper baggers, you crazy kids.
Yeah, we'll make it look better. We promise. And there's a bunch of crap behind me that I covered. And it was actually, it was Eddie Van Halen's guitar and a bunch of cool stuff. But again, we don't want to look like Sanford & Son. So we try to keep it clean. And plus, look at all this. I mean, do you really want to take your focus off these two pusses? No, it's all about this. This is your, what do they call it? Bust. We're busting out of our busts. We want you to focus on our faces.
You goof. I'm trying to understand what Michelle is asking me here.
I don't want to go back to that. We'll figure it out off air.
Yeah. Well, when they're trying to watch it on a podcast, what does that mean?
Well, a podcast. So
she says I'm watching it on Instagram, but it won't let me on podcast. I don't understand what that is.
I don't know what that is either. So yeah, forget that.
Yeah. Okay.
Podcasts, so are only audio.
Right. That's like Spotify and Apple Music and all that, right?
Well, and some of them have features now where you can get both, but a podcast truly is just audio. Now they call these vodcasts because it's video. They call it just content. But the newfangled thing is almost everyone is getting video with their podcast. So that's what it is. I don't know what she's trying to do. Michelle, we talk to you often. You chime in often. We'll help you out after we get done with this. Sorry you're having trouble.
Yeah. I just don't understand what it is, what you're asking, Michelle.
I got to talk about this, too. One thing. A lot of people are like, hey, dog.
There's the name for TikTok.
Watch live on TikTok /Dog and Joe podcast.
I'm also showing them what the names are of the different sites that we're on because they're asking it in comments.
See, that's the other thing. I wish we wouldn't do that. Just go to dogandjoepodcast.com. All the links that we're on are there. That's your one-stop shop. Dog and Joe podcast.
People like to watch in all different areas, bro. That's why we're doing it this way.
That's why we have it on the website. If they only have to go to one place, do you have to go to the Twinkie factory to get Twinkies and then go to the Coca-Cola factory in Atlanta, Georgia? No, you go to Rayleigh's. Okay?
These aren't your minions. They're going to go where they want to go to watch it. Each person has their favorite platform, and that's why I put us on all of them.
And they have a lot of bad habits. People had to go to the Twinkie factory and the Coke factory in Atlanta, Georgia a long time ago. Then someone had a bright idea. They're like, hey, why don't we have a grocery store? And we'll bring all the shit in one spot. People just come here so they don't have to drive to Kalamazoo and then back to Fresno and then go to Arcade. No, just go to dogandjoepodcast.com. You've had a lot of bad habits that have gone unrecognized for a number of years. We're here to correct them daily.
Scroll down the page. This is for people that are asking about our website. Scroll down the page, and you'll see it'll say watch live on that big player. Just click that big player. It just isn't going to start for you like it does on Facebook or on Instagram or on TikTok or on YouTube or on Twitch. On the website, you actually got to click play, and then you'll see us. It'll start live right where we are right now.
Yeah. One more thing I have to mention, and I haven't talked about this in a while. Quite a few people were like, hey, Dog, we haven't really heard you complain about anything. Okay.
Oh, really? No one said that.
So I brought this in today, and you can't see this, but hopefully you can read that. Okay. This is the mini size. Okay. Coca-Cola, 7.5 ounces.
They suck so bad.
What's that?
The mini sizes. I've been trying to use those myself. They're terrible.
Well, I have one of these every day or day and a half, okay? And the reason I do this is because I am kind of dabbling with the devil again, and I try to drink half when I open it to like noon, and then maybe for dinner or the next day I'll have the other half. So it's 7.5 ounces because I do want to cut back, but the devil, it danced with me, and I got another taste, and I'm like, oh, God. But here's the thing with these mini cans, and all the companies are making the mini cans now. And you know what? I'm just sitting here looking at it. I'll be damned. I got to crack it. I mean,
it's just not even a taste worth doing anything for. It goes away so quickly. I was trying to use them to quit drinking Mountain Dews, and they're just done in 2 drinks.
well, they are, but what I do is I space myself out or, spread them out. But here's the thing. Everyone's doing mini drinks. For the mini can, okay, you're only getting 7.5 ounces. You're not getting 12. And the mini cans are $1.50 to $2 more for 12-ounce cans that come 12 in a pack, okay? So for $2 less, you get a Schlodmore soda. You get 12-ounce cans. These go for just about almost anywhere. They're going for about $9.99, 7.5 ounce. 10 cans. So they now know that people want less mini cans so they're dinging you. They're hitting you for more money, even though you're getting a lot less, because they know there's a lot of fat Fs out there like me that are trying to watch their consumption. So now they're charging you more to give you less because they know you want it, but you don't need it. Genius if you're Coca-Cola, sucky if you're a consumer.
Even sucky if they charge you less for those little cans. Those little cans are sucky. That's all there is to it. You can't make a drink out of them. You mix any kind of a vodka with that, it's not enough soda to fill the cup up. Yeah, but you can't even fill a full cup up with it, so you got to put more vodka in, so you get drunk if you're trying to use those as a mixer. It's just, they're no good for anything, to be honest with you.
Well, first
useless.
First of all, I guess on the dogandjoepodcast.com, we'll start selling logoed skirts. We'll get you a dress, okay, for mixed drinks. But here's the other thing. You goddamn dump truck. You were drinking a cement mixer big old truck. You were drinking a big rig tanker of Mountain Dew a day. You don't need to drink as much soda as you want. You were the perfect person.
I was not drinking that much a day.
You drank a lot. And then you'd go home and you'd...
A little, here and there.
You used to have 2 Mountain Dews at work, or a Mountain Dew and a half.
Well, that's because I didn't smoke pot, When you don't smoke pot, you're allowed to have something else. And that was my other drawback, was my Mountain Dew. But then also I started getting a little belly on me. Yeah. That's why I don't have a belly anymore, is because I just pound these Red Bulls, and evidently they don't make you fat.
Well,
they just make your heart beat real fast.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you the 7.5 ounce, it is a benefit, but it's a longer, here's the thing. Do you want a marathon or a sprint? Okay.
I don't really like running. I choose walking. August 7th was the last show that we did on air. Yeah. And that feels like so long, dude. That was so long. There's so much to talk about. Right now, Southern California is burning. Dude, are you kidding me?
That is sad.
I can't even believe that.
It is sad. You remember when we were blown away with Hawaii? And we're like, my God, how does a fire burn all the way to the beach? And then you see it again down in L.A. and Pacific Palisades, and it's unreal. And then to see that fire jump, and then to see the empty lake, and to see that the fire hydrants didn't have water, and oh my God.
It's slowed down, then the wind comes back, it starts back up. Until Paradise burned down, I was unaware an entire city could burn to the
know.
ground like that. I didn't know that was something that happened. And I'll be damned if it didn't. I mean, it burnt to the. I mean, those are big cities down there burning down.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
And did you see the piece with James Woods? Did you see,
Yes.
you know who James Woods is?
Yeah.
You know, Lester from Casino. He lost his home, the 90-year-old neighbor. I mean, there's just so many of these stories. And I think this is kind of a cool thing. I don't want to go too long on this, but I think, and this pisses me off, I know there was some impoverished and there was some trailer homes that went up, mobile home parks. But I think a lot of people, they see this on TV and they see James Woods and they see, you know, these houses. I think a lot of people, when stuff happens to California, they really don't care. And they're like, oh, yeah, everyone down in L.A.'s got a lot of money. They don't need insurance anyway. I think a lot of people are callous to what happens to us here in California more than anywhere else in America.
That is true. Or you'll see them say something about, well, they've got money. They've got money. What does it matter? And you're like, man, they're
Everything
human,
they had.
They're human beings. That's what it matters. Who cares how well they did in their life?
Yeah.
That means they did well. They kept after it. They worked hard and got rich and whatever else and became actors and musicians and all that cool stuff. They succeeded.
Think about this. Think about all the cool stuff. Let's say you are poor. Think about all the stuff you love. Well, I'm just saying, think about all the things you love. Now, think about if you had more money and how many more things you'd have, there'd be even more loss. So that's another way to look at it, because that's absolutely true. A lot of people are like, James Woods, he doesn't need insurance. He's got a lot of money. Yeah, but he lost a lot of personal stuff, and he lost his home.
It's disheartening to hear people say that.
Yeah, and you got to look at a guy like James Woods. You know, how far back do you want to go? I mean, Casino came out in 90 or 91. He's done other stuff since. But a lot of these old school people, you don't know what they got in their bank account. Let's say they bought that gigantic house down in L.A. back in the day for $850 or $2 million. It's worth $18 million now.
Right. Well, it was.
Yeah, they might not have any money left. They might be living on a fixed income. You don't know. But I've seen a lot of people and a lot of cynicism and conspiracy theory crap and just a lot of California hatred to all these people down there. And I'm here to tell you, man, fire in this state, luckily, we've been lucky the last few years to avoid it here up north. And sadly, it got down to Southern California. And did you see that? 88 to 95 mile an hour winds from the Santa Ana.
That first one was 100-mile-per-hour winds.
Well, yeah, but then when the fires were all over, then the winds came back.
I know.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's insane to see those pictures and to see those embers blowing like that. That looked apocalyptic. I mean, did you see the video where the two guys were in the house and it was one guy filming, and I don't know if it was his roommate or his husband or his buddy, but the other one was in the background and they had a dog. So it was two gentlemen and a dog.
I didn't see
and
it.
they were talking about the house. Oh my gosh, it's the house next door is burning. Now the gazebo is burning. And the guy's like, did you turn the water on? And it looked like they had those water things that you could have on top of your house, and it would just kind of like a house sprinkler, if you will. Okay. And it was dumping big amounts of water down over the house, and they were still in the house while they were watching it. I don't know if it burned down on them or what, but that was some of the scariest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, why are you dudes not leaving? Why would you not evacuate? I mean, get the hell out of there. That's crazy.
It's sad. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't had a chance to talk about. Quickly, can I just mention this too? A happier topic.
Yeah.
Did anyone catch the Snoop Bowl? I don't know how many people saw this. It was down in Arizona. This is no joke. Snoop Dogg everywhere. It's Snoop Dogg and Dre. I think, is it Dre? It's their gin and juice. I don't know how many people have seen the gin and juice label at the grocery store, but they're selling all these branded gin and juice labeled gin drinks, and they've got like lowriders on them and whatnot. But they sponsored this Arizona Bowl, and it was called Snoop Bowl, brought to you by Gin and Juice.
No way!
Yeah, and I'm like, holy crap, how far have we gone? Now, okay, sure, Budweiser has been a title sponsor of the Super Bowl for years, okay? So I get it. Budweiser's an alcohol. But for some reason, I don't know why, I'm like, what? Gin and Juice and Snoop and Dr. Dre? I'm like, what? And Snoop Dogg, legendary dope smoker, he claims he goes out and blows his brains out every night. I know it's not the case. He's gotten older, and I don't think he smokes the way he did.
I'm sure he probably doesn't.
I don't think he can. But I'm like, what? The Snoop Bowl, the Gin and Juice, brought to you by Gin and Juice. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it was kind of cool, but then I was thinking, is this any way to promote responsible drinking and for all these athletes of tomorrow?
Yeah.
And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, wait, the Clydesdales. They've kind of been around a long time. And, I mean, they're there for Christmas. They're there for the Super Bowl. They're there for everything. So I guess it's just a modernized advertisement. But it was kind of weird to see the Snoop Bowl with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg selling gin and juice. That was the title sponsor. It was pretty funny.
Has there ever been like a Budweiser Bowl or the Coors Bowl, or something like that?
I forget what Budweiser used to do, but there used to be the Bud Bowl.
I was going to say, I thought I had heard that before.
Yeah, they used to do a Bud Bowl, and, that was the thing. When you see Budweiser for like an NHRA sponsorship or something like that, you're like, all right, bunch of car guys. As soon as they get done doing the quarter, used to do the quarter, they get done and they're all greasy and they got to have a cold one. It kind of made sense. But when you think about young college athletes, okay, not in the dorm rooms, but in the locker rooms, gin and juice just doesn't sound like a good combo, okay? We all know what they do and what they're running through the beer bong and, all the partying they do. We get that, but it was kind of funny, I thought.
I think it's great, dude. He's all over everything. He's doing Hey, that's something we need to discuss as we get going on, was who was the originator of the Skechers fad that's crossing America right now? Remember? Everybody was making fun of me. Oh, Joe, they're old man shoes. What are you doing wearing I was on to Skechers long before Skechers was cool.
Now,
kind of like when I had my ponytail when I brought that style back. Huh? What's up?
I want people, please pay close attention to the left-hand corners of these screens. I want you to differentiate and know who's who. I'm Dog. He's Joe. And I don't ever want to be confused with that trend, but I can argue. I don't think there was really anyone on this fucking planet that was wearing Skechers and talking about them. I mean, Joe predates Tony Romo, okay? And
all of them, dude. All of them.
What's that skinny Dancing with the Stars girl? She does the easy walk. Brooke Burke.
She is so pretty.
Or Brooke something, whatever. Joe predates any celebrity endorsement or any spokesperson for Skechers. That's hand to God. It's nothing I would be proud of. But now, did you see Skechers is making clothing? They're now getting into like easy fit jeans. So
this guy, look how far out of touch this fella is. Oh, you ain't been watching TV. What are you, living underneath a rock, fella? What's wrong with you?
So I'll go back to about 15 to 18. Well, I don't know, 10 to 12 years ago when Joe got on this. That's what I was telling Joe back then. I'm like, my grandpa has, or my father-in-law has Skechers.
Yeah, I was going to say, you sound like Dog, and I'm going to tell you something. You out of touch, bro.
I can't argue that. Yeah, I mean, they're easy walks, and they're lights, and now they're making their giant soled Hoka. They're doing it all. And Snoop is a influencer for Skechers. Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he's got a little alien butler that comes on there. And he goes, show him what you got, alien butler. And he goes, yeah.
Snoop Dogg's not stupid. And I don't know what it is. He's living like his star might burn out tomorrow, even though it just keeps getting brighter. And Snoop Dogg, he'll sell anything. I mean, he's doing that thing with what's his name from KC, Mahomes. He's done, he's on America's Got Talent. He's a judge now.
Yep.
He's just doing everything.
What about the smokeless backyard barbecue or whatever that thing is?
Yeah, the grill.
Yeah.
Brio or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's ruined Martha Stewart. He's been with her. They've done all kinds of stuff. He's done it all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing he hasn't done. And I'll tell you this, Snoop Dogg tearing up the track, this was embarrassing. I saw John Stamos. he was doing one of those damn online, those little game app commercials that you see, what's his name doing, Jerry O'Connell. Hey, what happens in Vegas certainly stays in Vegas. Download the app today and get your Candy Crush points. John Stamos was doing that. And I'm like, what's wrong with the world where John Stamos, who still looks as young as he did when he was Blackie on General Hospital, what is he doing selling these app games? And Snoop Dogg, he's dominating the world.
I know it. I know. People they just love him right now. And that's why I think it's so funny, because out of nowhere he came, and before he was doing those videos where he was talking about animals. Remember Dana showed us those?
Yeah.
Where he was like, dude, I don't know what they were, but he was like talking for the animals or something like that. And it was the funniest stuff I've ever seen. And then all of a sudden he just blew up. It's awesome. It's so much fun to watch him.
Yeah, hey, look at this. Be gone, little Indian.
Oh, gosh, he's so stupid, dude. I just love it. I love it. I missed it.
I think we're going to jump.
Okay.
I mean, unless there's anything else important, we'll be back tomorrow. We're not going to give you a time. We got to get it figured out. But we are going forward. Once we get through this initiation, or hazing, if you will, we are going to move into a subscription only. And every day, 5 days a week, you're going to get at least an hour episode, and we will put those at dogandjoepodcast.com. So that way you can go there, you subscribe. That's where you get the merchandise. You can comment on all the platforms and let us know what you think, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you again very much. Keep the subscriptions coming in, and let us know what new apparel you want to see our logo on that you'll buy and pay us. And again, 5 minutes, $1,000. That's where the bar is set if you want to join the podcast.
Thank you so much, though. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun coming back and talking with you guys. I missed you. I missed you quite a bit. So this has been a treat for me, because I just have nothing to do with my life except, well, I mean, I am working, and that's fun. But other than that, I'm bored, dude. I don't live with nobody unless Digger's over for the week. You know, I talk my dog's ears off of him. It's crazy. At least you got a wife at home.
Careful what you wish for, and just little observation. I was at your house 2 days ago. Might want to take down all that Christmas shit, all the blow up stuff that's out in the front yard still. Today's the 16th of January, 2025.
Christmas decorations never come down until January 15th. If you go through the trouble to put them up, you can leave them up as long as that's the cool thing about being an adult. You don't have to do what the neighbors do. You can do whatever you want to.
Okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but today's the 16th. Okay, yesterday was the 15th.
Right.
Are they down? Are they down yet, or are they still up?
They're going to be in the process of coming down, because I kept them up as good luck for the podcast launch. You know, I let them stay up a little bit longer.
How many good luck charms do you need? You've got chestnuts in your pocket. You got chin nuts on your face. You've got so many.
I got 3 good luck charms. I got a giant dog, a big old Bumble, and a giant reindeer, and they are all good luck. It's 3 good luck charms.
Wow. DogandJoePodcast.com. Thank you again. We will talk to you again tomorrow. Go to all the channels, subscribe, buy stuff, and we thank you greatly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you got to do your thing.
Thank you so much, dudes. We'll talk to you soon. Play nice.